show you today how to do a handstand push-up. Now there's a lot of other tutorials out there online. A lot of them are sort of the CrossFit style. I've got a couple of different switch-ups and variations that I like to use with the handstand push-up. And if you're like me, you're a bit nervous about trying the first one. The first part of the handstand push-up is the kick-up. People are real afraid that they're going to lose their balance, that they're not going to be able to find the wall correctly. So I'm going to start with that. I'm also going to start with the gloves. Unless you're using a rough surface like pavement, the hands can slip if you're on the wrong kind of surface. And as you can see, I'm going to be using kind of a slippery laminate floor surface. So I've got these rubberized palm work gloves that I'm going to be using to make sure that my hands stick in position when I do the movement. So I'm going to just adjust the camera here, and I'll kick off into the first one to show you how that's done.
Alright, so the first thing that you want to do is you want to get up close to your flat surface, and you want to figure out how far away to be. So a good rule of thumb there is to extend your fingers and see how far back your elbow is, and that's about how far you want to be back. Your hand position is also important. You don't want to be too narrow. You don't want to be too wide. I usually choose about shoulder width or just wider than shoulder width. I'm going to kick up with my left leg and land on my right, but you can do whatever feels comfortable. So the left leg is going to kick up and go right over, just like when you did cartwheels when you were a kid. I'm going to show you another angle or another take there. So you kick right up, and you're going to let your right leg land against the mirror. I'm going to show you another angle of the same thing. You set your hands up, make sure you're nice and stable and secure. Kick right up, and then back down again. Don't worry about your arms being able to support your body weight. You should be able to do that. It's just the stabilization and holding yourself there.
Alright, so if you've kicked up into the right position, the next thing that you're going to want to make sure that you're doing is that your grip is comfortable for you. When you come down, you shouldn't be experiencing a lot of elbow pain. You certainly shouldn't be experiencing any shoulder pain. Now the trick is going to be to balance yourself. If you're kicking out from the mirror, like what I just showed you, if you're using your foot to kind of wedge yourself out from the mirror, you're going to be careful not to go too far. And if you look back in some of the older videos, there is one instance where I kind of lost my balance. The closer your hands are to the mirror, the more difficult it's going to be to maintain your balance. So make sure that you kick up a few times. Try holding that handstand position for a few times just to get comfortable and familiar with the position. And then we're going to go into the actual handstand push-ups themselves.
Right, so buddy came by to watch. I'm going to kick right up. I'm going to leave one knee bent. As I'm doing this, it's going to keep my body out from the wall a little bit more vertical and prevent the drag of the heels on the mirror. And as I come down, I'm going to come down to my head is basically touching the ground or almost touching the ground. And then I'm going to come back up and be driving, of course, through the shoulders. Another angle of the same thing. Again, one leg straight up. Now you can do it with both legs straight up and heels on the surface like the mirror, only it's going to drag up and down each time. So better if you're on a surface that's not as sticky. It doesn't have as much friction. You can do that. I do it this way. Seems to work well for me. And one last here. Now if you can only do one first time, that's fine. I think the first time I just did 3. So that's how you do a handstand push-up according to me. Thanks for watching. Please like the video, subscribe, ask any questions, leave any comments, and until next time, keep growing.